Yeah, hello and welcome everybody, and cheers to the audience. We got another nice race in our this year's, I was about to say casual boots tournament, but it's not, it's the main tournament. And today, between telethar and Trystanien, it's a little of a David versus Goliath match here, I suppose. So telethar, I don't think I have to say anything about him. He should be well known. He's a crowd pleaser, and there are reasons why he is. And on the other side, there is Trystanien, a runner who is playing for about, I think, 2 to 3 years. Grew quite stronger in the in the latest time, but yeah, should be a little bit of an underdog here. But we will see how this turns out. And today we have a Kabuki, which is casual boots with key sanity and all dungeons. And yeah, I think the runners are about to start. And on the other microphone today, I warmly welcome once again Phoenix. Phoenix, how are you doing?
Doing well, and I'm still wondering where the AD is in Kabuki. There is no indicator about on all dungeons.
Oh, you just have to become creative. So you have a C, which means casual boots. You have an A, which is AD. You have a Boo, which is just a filler, and you have Key for all keys. Okay, doesn't work, but let's just imagine. Okay, let's stop fooling around. Runners are off. You have to know this is Telethar's pick, and I think Telethar can feel against pretty much... Oh, nice mirror on the ankle here. Telethar is a runner who can feel execution stronger against pretty much every single runner in this tournament, with some exceptions, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and Kabuki is an execution heavy mode, and I think this is why Telethar chooses that.
So, have we also mentioned up our trackers today?
No, we haven't. And there are two of them today.
Yes, we got Bring Us Malthood and Kate Sif. Thanks to you both for pushing the buttons for us.
Yeah, indeed. Especially in a keys mode, it's nice to have two trackers to avoid any errors and failures here. And while we are on this topic, thanks to our restream helper today who made all this possible, which is Phoenix. Phoenix, thank you very much.
What a surprise.
What a surprise, I'm shocked, yeah. And of course for spontaneously supporting me on doing the comms here. It's always better to have a duo for commentators.
Yeah, it's been a while that we both worked together.
Yeah.
And we found our first small key, and it is Misery Meyer. And we also found the Harrow Castle small key, which is not a castle tower small.
Okay, just a second. Runners found mirror already, and one could mirror out as soon as one has a princess and starts on the castle entrance. Let's see if both runners get that. Telethar does, and I'm quite sure Trystanien will as well. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and so far it does not look like that the... No, it's not. The runners already have a Hyrule Castle small key, as you mentioned. But yes, in this Kabuki mode, there is a possibility that early progression could be in Aghanim's Tower as soon if you get entrance.
Like Cape or Master Sword.
Yes, exactly.
And we already have seen this in earlier races.
Indeed. I think even Telethar had it in his first Kabuki race this journey. Yeah, meanwhile we found a big key to Skullwoods. Not too big of a deal, but opens a check as soon as runners have Darkhold access.
Kate is mentioned up, could be required to do a save and quit to find some progress.
Yeah, looks like telethar is about to get his sub 5 here. Not too bad in a kabuki.
But this time
And
it
so
was
does
the one with the mirror.
Trystanien. Yeah, I'm just kidding a bit here. And I'm curious how Trystanien will approach this one here. Of course, he knows he's the execution weaker runner. And yeah, I think he wants to get one game from telethar at least. This would please him. And I could imagine that he will do kamikaze plays here. Just play 2 times extremely risky, and maybe one time it works out, and then you can get one match against, yeah, I think a tournament favorite like telethar. It's possible, at least.
So we have found a TR small, and I have not seen what was on Lumberjack. Okay, it was just a piece of art.
Yeah, by the way, telethar didn't do that.
There is a chance that Castle Tower is required for Dark World access, but it doesn't matter because we have to do Castle Tower either way. GT small, 300 bucks, and compass for GT.
Oh, the 300 bucks here come in handy. Now telethar has Zora money. He decided to do some diverse play here. Did not go for Kakariko immediately, but doing other stuff. Yeah, now he can play pretty much everything on the south shore. Maybe even everything if he finds a moon pearl. And yeah, this play worked.
Another GT small and blind side out.
The goal of this approach telethar is doing here is to find everything to get Dark World access as soon as you are in Kakariko, so you save for one trip to there. It's kinda risky, but yeah, why not? Or maybe, of course, a flute or a bottle. At least to have something you can tie in on your first Kakariko trip.
We have found the Swamp Lake. And there is your moon pearl.
Yeah, this is nice for telethar. That means he could even do hobo and the water checks if he wants.
There's also another way to combine it. Set up a water walk, fake flipper to hobo, and then go with water walk back to Sora area.
Yeah, indeed. And I think one does not see that too often. I don't know why. I never did the timings and measurements, but I could imagine that that is, yeah, takes too long.
We have found Malabik in the tavern. And there is a sword on Lake Hyde Island.
Oh look, and the game is throwing around with big keys today. We found Eastern. Earlier we found Meyer. So we have already 4 out of 12, I think. But 2 of them absolutely useless.
Only 11. There is no big key for Castle Tower.
Yeah, correct. Hyrule Castle big key is not shuffled, so let's count that.
And we have found the lamp under the shovel. So now we are only just a bow away from Eastern clearance.
Oh look, and Trissier is going immediately for the mushroom. Let's see if he wants to set up a fake powder here.
He did a save and quit before going to the potion shop. So there is a chance for safe scum.
Yeah, of course, I meant save scum. Yeah, but you don't save scum this. Or would you?
Eastern Big can mean some progression.
Yeah, but it was Ice Palace Biggie on Tristanian sides for the mushroom. And yeah, it's...
Yeah, no.
It's not urgently required, necessarily. But he keeps it, yeah, better safe than sorry. Just imagine some progression in it.
And it looks like we also have found a glove in Kakariko.
Yeah, indeed, I saw it, but forget to mention it. Yeah, look what Tristanian is doing here. He does not care for the South Shore at all. He prefers to play the mountain first here. With his 420 bucks, yeah, that is not enough to pay Zora.
And here is the first pot small. Sorry, second. My bad.
Well, the thing is, Tristanian on the mountain here has access to Hera, but has no keys and no hookshot to get too much out of it or to defeat the dungeon.
Well, that's a point.
Yeah, he got lucky that nothing for Hera is on the South Shore that he could have now if he played that earlier. Yeah, maybe there's a hammer or what? And then he can proceed on the mountain, or even a hookshot, and then he can defeat the dungeon. Okay, at least an eye small. It's not hard required, but it's nice to have for convenience purposes.
That's true. And now he's on the way to the South Shore. Yeah, that's true, that was an uncommon water walk, but it's... I would guess it's one of the fastest way to get to the potion shop without flippers.
Yeah, indeed. I've seen that here and there, but not too often. And now doing telethar this, I could imagine that is faster. Because, you know, runners like telethar in every single situation most likely know what is faster, and that is why they're playing that. And if it's still if it's only half a second or 30 frames or whatever, they choose for the faster strategy there. By the way, both runners with awareness before entering the mountain that they need or could need some more bombs. Tristan had 2 bombs as well and did a triple for more bombs.
You're talking about telethar.
Yeah, and Tristanian did the same when he entered the mountain.
Okay. Blue apples are always called it blueberries.
By the way, I think we have seen pretty much everything now in the light world except Aghanim, not Aghanim, Agina and Eastern.
That's true.
And I'm curious, telethar as Roski players, I think Roski players try to dodge Eastern in a keys mode. But yeah, density is on Eastern now.
With 5 possible items.
Yeah, exactly, and all are in logic.
Talking about Eastern, there we go.
Yeah, absolutely reasonable, in my opinion. There is a world where you go to Agina to absolutely to maybe avoid a double dip, and if there's nothing, you at least know, okay, your opponent has to double it the dungeon as well. But yeah, and same Tristanian is doing here. Yeah, and he also has Sasha, that's right.
Okay, Ice Palace is our green pennant today.
Okay, second eye small, that make the dungeon even more convenient. That means you don't have any more to switch the lever in the front if you have a Samaria.
That's true. Hello Mids and hello Dark World.
Yeah, and telethar decides here after mids, which is now, as you mentioned, Dark World access and opened the map brightly. Decides to play thoroughly here and getting the right side of Eastern as well. Yeah, one could think to skip it for later if you have a bow. But yeah, just play it. But could imagine Truss will maybe skip it.
Big hit chest? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so neither. But yeah, Triss now he has to make some time good against telethar. Look, telethar is already about a minute ahead, and both did pretty much the same here, just in another order. Yeah, and you're right. Trystanien proceeds.
Okay, nothing on King's Tomb.
Yeah, this means this seed will stay linear as it is since 20 minutes. So I'm quite sure both runners will do the big Dark World lab. And I'm so sure because they have no other options. They can't arrive the right side of the mountain for some divergence here. Yeah, and let's see, I think both will enter Skullwoods immediately. At least the front, and after that doing front of Thieves Town. Yeah, and immediately I'm proven wrong. Thank you, Talas. I love it. I'm so sure that he will do a thorough play and get all the stuff, maybe a Thieves Town big. So for me, it's apparently to do this play, but yeah, almost always I'm proven wrong immediately after I make such a call.
Reasons why we love Rando.
Yeah.
So, chess game was our first Castle Tower Small. Here is the Desert Small, nice. Pot Small number 3.
Okay, we don't have pot access yet, at least not logical. But early for pot small keys and a lamp that... Oh, desert big. As soon as we get desert access, this dungeon is now finishable.
Yes, of course, we also got the lamp, so we can be the landmark here.
Yeah, and what I was about to say... Yeah, with that many pot small keys, one could think to sequence break. If neither flippers or hammer shows up. Which are in the moment required for logical access.
And I guess one reason why doing Village of Outcasts first, we have Mirror, we have Mid, we can combine the Dark South with the Smith Chain, and it will end up in the Hype Cave.
Yes, but Tricia... Oh, there are flippers.
Ooh,
that is for
nice.
him... I don't know what I was about to say. Just imagine Fire Rod is here in Skullwoods. That could be an item that telethar leaves behind for a long time. Yeah, now Skullwoods at least opens a bunch of checks, and yeah, maybe Fire Rod is behind Skullwoods here.
Also option to find some progress is Graveyard Ledge. Oh, small key to this dungeon, that's nice.
Yeah, also one of these convenient ones. Trystanien grabbed the small key from the back to make the front here faster and more convenient. And yeah, that could mean that oh, small.
Ooh,
and flippers
nice.
and mirror. Oh, this one here opens options for Trystanien.
Yeah, but only 2 checks and swamps.
Yeah, but maybe something else shows up in a second. And maybe Fire Rod is behind that.
That's true, that's a point.
Yeah. So Swamp Small is how do people say? It's the smallest big key in the game, right?
There is another Skullwood Small in K45.
Yeah, one suffices. So if you are not familiar with the key logic in Skullwood, right, Skullwoods. So nothing in Skullwoods is key locked. You can arrive or get every single item out with either fire rod or nothing, except the moth. That's behind 3 small keys. But yeah, for routing purposes, runners usually, or another Skullwood's big.
Small.
Small. Yeah, this is the third one. That means as soon as we have fire rod, modular is in logic here. Okay, next attempt. Runners are used to grab one small key out of Skullwoods to make the front easier. Yeah, that could mean you can get in Skullwood small key go mode later on if they don't show up as fast as they do here. Okay. And now let's see what telethar is doing. He did not find any real progression. Could imagine that he goes immediately back to Skullwoods. Yeah, and looks like that is exactly what he's doing.
The chat is what's saying, did Trystanian skip Skullwoods back?
Yeah, it looks like. I had a glimpse on his tracker on his stream, and he has 3 items left. Yeah, and that means no. Oh, Trystanian. Yeah, he forgot about that he had a big key. And telethar forgets about that as well, or what?
He still needs some route from Pinball Room, so there's another chance to route it in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that could be... What is it? Just... Oh, what? Could be required, depending on how many other small keys show up. That is not good.
Not at the moment, but we still need to go back to Skullwoods to finish the dungeon, so...
Yeah, true. Hopefully, Trystanian remembered that he has a biggie. Yeah, but for now it does nothing.
So
did
nothing.
Tryst check the shovel earlier?
Yes, behind the shovel was a lamp.
Was it so early? Okay, I forgot.
So, Swamp and Hera are the 5-6 for today. Nothing special on Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure progression will show up in pot here. So now I think 10 out of the checks are in logic now. Maybe catfish, but yeah, should be pot now.
But at first we will get a look to catfish, and maybe we will combine it with the small key on the ledge. We talked about the option to dip swamp for the first time. There we go.
Oh, that could be a play here on Trystanien's side. As you mentioned earlier, only 2 checks available here. But let the hammer be in here, or the hook shot, or whatever. Yeah, hammer or hook shot would be best for Trystanien. Telethar is using muscle memory and wants to pay Zora for the second time. Didn't even know that he comes out of his hole once again. Oh, Trystanien, your small key! Oh, he remembers.
He just remembered. That was nearly an accident here.
Yeah. And tension side. Nothing.
Ah, silly. But there was a chance.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. These are these play Trystanien needs to get an edge here.
And it looks like there was this Heath Town small on the ledge. And here comes Master Sword for Tristan.
Okay, T-Stone small, not necessarily required, depending on what is in T-Stone's big chest. So this small key and catfish, that are checks Trystanien could skip out for. But I estimate Trystanien as a quite thorough player, not too risky, does not want to skip too much stuff. Yeah, and this looks like a pyramid catfish play here. At least pyramid.
And yeah, chat is calling it. With that Master Sword, we have access to 2 checks in Castle Tower.
Oh yeah, that's right. And the alpha bottle here.
Hello, Kid.
Yeah, Tristan goes for it.
He already collected the bottle, Tristan. What are you doing?
He's going to Castle Tower, as you mentioned.
Ooh. Nice play here.
Yeah, absolutely. These are these plays Trystanien requires.
Know about your equipment. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I combine at the best? And I love the play. Hello, flute.
Yeah, and this opens up a clearable desert. This gives information about Maya medallion, or what has been in Castle Tower second chest. Didn't pay attention.
Nothing.
Oh, and bow in pot as well. Yeah, that's sad for Trystanien. These plays Don't... And hammer as well. Oh boy. And now... pot...
The pot is loaded.
Commentary's curse. But it was obvious that something has to be in pot. First item in pot which is no progression, I think.
Palace of Hype, yes, indeed.
Yeah, this is now open Mire desert area. Desert entirely finishable. Mire, Ice Palace, no access, but as soon as we get Fire Rod or Bombers, this dungeon is beatable as well. Mire Pen... Oh, Bombers? Was Bombers as well in pot?
Dark Hue bottom.
Okay, never mind. That means Ice is beatable now. Even in a pretty convenient way. So could imagine after activating the blue telethar go there first.
Meanwhile, Tristan on the way to his Sea Suns Mall.
Yeah, this pot was worthy.
And of course, bow means Eastern is now also beatable.
Oh, true, yes. Yeah, and I go out on a limb and say this pot double dip is hard required and unavoidable.
Yes.
So pretty much the entire seat is no, not the entire seat, but wide parts of the seat are open now.
Yes, now we will have access to East Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain. We have access to Maya Desert area. We have Desert as beatable dungeon. We can also do more stuff in Swamp with that hammer.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about Swamp.
Yeah, that's a point. Telethar will miss one more small key to beat pot.
Did he spend everything in one? Okay.
Yes, he spent all of 4.
Okay, that could be a thing. Depending how Trystanien decides. So if he saves one up, and pot small will be the go mode, then let's see. I don't know. We don't know if it's a pendant or a crystal, but pot could be a pendant, and that could mean both remaining small keys are in Genna's tower on any other disgusting position. Okay, first crystal after 38 minutes on telethar size.
Depends on bombers. Trystanien quite a good to do here the potion glitch. And he doesn't know about the bow in the back of pot. That's the point. Bombos is logically 6 key locked.
Where it was?
Bombos was in Dark Maze.
Okay, Dark Maze is 6 keys, right? Yeah. Yeah, but still, you have a dungeon where you get everything out and you need to kill the boss. So just play it. I think in this situation you don't have to care about if it's in logic or not.
So here comes Bowhammer Samaria for Trystanien. And I'm pretty sure he will also set up the bomb trap for the Dark Maze.
It's interesting how you pronounce everything. Okay, Bagnet, go mod.
The true go mode.
Okay, Trystanien about to doing a hammer jump here, and let's see afterwards if he wants to spend his last small key or not.
There was more behind the icebreaker.
Well, if telethar finds another pot small here in ice, that means the fire ward has to be somewhere on the way. Okay, that was a biggie to pot in ice. Trystanien, did you die unintentional or did you forget that you have a mirror?
Looks like an accident.
And he spends his last small key, so yeah. Ah, no. He saves comes this key. Haha. That's what he's doing. He looks what in the chest, and after that he saves and quits, and he resets. Yeah, and that means
Yes.
he still has the key, but he cannot defeat Armor Knights.
Of course he can. He did a death warp for Seiscam in the Dark Maze. So this will mean he already got the bow, but you're right.
No, I meant he cannot mirror and immediately kill the Armor Knights. But that doesn't matter too much because he has to come back for pot and can do them then. And telethar also found Quake.
Yes, here in ice.
Oh, this is a tough fight here on telethar side. Master Sword, green armor, not... How much? 1, 2, 3, 4... 8 hearts. That means 2 hits from the puffs. So he can tank 1 hit. Oh no, he's a Master Sword. Everything is good.
Loomerang on sick hit.
Oh, nice strat here on telethar side. Oh, but no, he's indeed 1 hit. He has to be very careful and he takes a death. Oh no.
Ouch.
You're not supposed to do that. Even not if you're telethar. This costs 2 minutes, maybe? And he's low on magic. Oh.
Quake was an ice, right?
Yeah, right.
Because Quake will be our key to enter Mire. Oh, hello sword.
Yeah, and we already have everything we need to defeat Mire. Big key and yeah, no small keys, but yeah, who needs them? Who needs them? Yeah, that means telethar, when he's here, he can immediately beat that dungeon as well. And I think this area is where he heads next.
This is also a good one, Mike. Maybe telethar is just his coming codes there.
Yeah, indeed, that sounds reasonable. Wow, lucky magic here for telethar. What was on the bottle on Sikit?
Boomerang.
Boomerang, okay. Because telethar has none so far.
No, it was nothing special.
Thiefstone Big in Desert. Okay, and another pot small. That means no pot small key issues for telethar later on. Okay, one puff down on telethar side, so this looks now way better for him. Oh, but now he's won it again. Yeah, but not got hit, and that means Cold Stairs down for the third medallion.
And the green pennant.
Yeah. Okay, nice silvers on Lamolas here. Nice to have. Yeah, and telethar can actually enter and beat Mire, and I'm sure he will do. But I think... Oh, and Trystanien, by the way, found another bottle. I think it was somewhere in Desert, and telethar will get that soon as well.
A bottle filled with the red goo was in Desert Map chest.
Yeah, nice. So that helps Trystanien in ice later.
Hello, Butter Sword.
Hello, Baby Seat. Yeah, this should be now Trystanien in ice, I think. Yeah, thank you.
I guess he will prefer Seastown.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't like that play. He has a full clearable ice. He had the equipment to do that. He most likely knows it's not in logic, but, well, who cares? Yeah, and now he's doing a dungeon where he, for sure, leaves an item behind because he does not have the sea stone. Has he the sea stone small? No, he has not.
Collected the sea stone small from Sour Ledge.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, but still, you could find the ice rod in the fire rod in Ice Palace and then combine it with Skyward's Ladder. So I think if you have Ice Palace isolated and full clearable, there's absolutely no reason to play it, especially if you have the Zamaria. Could find powder as well for the Smith chain or whatever. But yeah, as always, who am I? And Ice Rod could be, Fire Rod could be here in T-Stone.
That's a point. We also have to do hammer packs. Magic pad not possible. We still need power that both collected Ice Pulse Big Key from the mushroom.
Yeah, and telethar now about to get 8 items out of Mayo here. I think this is currently highest density in the game. At least highest density we don't know about. Oh no, we have access to the mountain. We have hammer and mirror. Yeah, but of course this is a beatable dungeon, so you just play it.
In this case, we are following the rule: clear dungeons first.
Yeah, especially in this situation, if you're already in the area and have never to come back. Okay, and this was Seastone. What was on the boss? I didn't pay attention on Tristan's side.
Nothing special.
Okay.
And now, here comes the ice play for Trystanien. Another bottle. Oh, 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 oh. Will he do it? Nicely done.
Cheeky. But okay, if you can do that, why not? Yeah, but I think as a cross keys player, as telethar is, you can't be that successful if you can't hover well.
Yeah, that was a GG small win, Meyer.
Okay, have you found something special in Maya so far? I don't think so, right? So if Viti here has nothing on it, yeah, Trystanien is not punished by not playing ice first. Yeah, and nothing here in Maya, right? Okay, lucky Trystanien.
But Maya is our second pennant.
Pet? Did you say pet?
Maybe.
Ah, okay, you put wonderful into quotes. I was about to say wonderful and pet in one sentence doesn't fit at all. Yeah, look here, now a little advantage for Trystanien here with the butter sword. He most likely does not die and has a way faster fight here. Very nice.
To find his last medallion. I was about to say pennant, but it does not make sense here.
We know what you mean. Green Pendant has the red meringue. Okay. Thing is a bit the Ice Palace death of telethar pushed him behind a little. But the thing is, Trystanien did 2 detours, one to Swamp and one to Agas Tower, and telethar can tie him both quite smoothly. Unless he gets forced to play that for any reasons, but I cannot believe that and can't imagine with the almost entire mountain open. And as we just have seen, he can hover very well, and that means he can even play Hookshot Cave. And maybe, or not maybe, he can enter Turtle Rock for a few checks. So I think telethar's next destination after playing pot here would be the mountain. Or Thief Town. Yeah, Thief Town and then the mountain.
Would make sense because Seaston is a critical dungeon. We have to do it either way, so.
Yeah, maybe he wants to wait for the fire rod, but how long you want to wait? as
And
you
the
said,
thing is, we don't.
clearable dungeon, and yeah, most likely he will go there. By the way, I did some practice today on Helma and tried a little with bombs and other strats. And I'm curious how telethar will play that. I figured out that 4 bombs and a hammer's hit is the fastest if you get good RNG. And now I'm curious if I get proven correct from telethar. No, I'm not. Yeah, but this is similar fast, 2 bombs and then hammer strats. And way less RNG dependent.
Just to find some bomb, just to get some bombs back from Helma. But hey, it's a crystal. So this will mean we have on telethar side 3 crystals and 2 pendants cleared. And Pet is still in play.
Yeah, look, telethar will now most likely do Thieftown, as you mentioned, and Trystanien now will defeat Eastern. Yeah, it looks like telethar is, although he took a death in ice, he is half a mire ahead, maybe. Yeah.
$5 on the big chest and pot. That's also a point. telethar is holding 3 TR smos.
You're right, one is in the Skullwood's big chest, which Trystanien forgot about in the beginning when he was there, but yeah, hopefully he will make good for it later when he has to go to...
There is a smoky. Now we are up to 3 on telethar side.
The thing is, a fire rod could be in TR as well. We had a seat where that happened these days. And laser bridge is logical behind 3 keys. Means it's not in logic for Trystanien yet.
That's true, but we are still missing the big key of TR.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tristan, say your prayers. Nothing is on Armor Knights here, and we know it is not. That would be a disaster if Fire Rod or something would be here. Yeah, but just a map.
Or a swamp. But it's a crystal.
Okay, telethar trying to mimic Gem here. Gem did that in the Casual Boots tournament all the time and almost dropped out of the tourney. And afterwards he got second.
Telethar, Jam, and Chemo are all in the same league team called Used
Yeah, I know.
Those.
Oh, by the way, Gem was playing today as well. I think at 8:30 Eastern.
You're right, 8:30 PM, SpeedGaming main, it's a cross key against Akir.
Okay, thanks telethar for the headache.
But after the saving quit, everything should be normal again.
Yeah, I was about to glue a paper on my screen here. And ask you to tell me when it's over.
I can understand you, it's a bit annoying for your head. So we had talked about the mountain, so there we go.
Yeah, true. And this will be Trist's next destination after Meyer, I suppose. And as I mentioned earlier, this is half Meyer telethar is at now. A Bicky on Floating Island, by the way. Let's see, what Bickies do we still need? Turtle Rock?
TR, GT.
GT, right.
And maybe Hera, but Hera depends on the location of the hookshot.
Yeah, I meant logical.
Yeah, logically you will need Hera Biki.
Okay, telethar, show us a good hover here. Oh, just imagine Fire Rod is here and Hookshot is in Turtle Rock.
And this is a good point, Fox. Possible all 3 medallions required here.
Have something for Turtle Rock being in ice?
Yes, Ether on cold stair.
Yeah, indeed, that would mean all medallions required. Okay, and telethar struggling to do a hover here, and he cancels that. That's indeed pretty good news for Trystanien.
Which Vicky will be found here? It's Hera!
Yeah, this is telethar going to Hera right before Turtle Rock, I suppose. Because it's finishable, no?
Yes. But now we will see Spyro Cave into Barrack Dog, Super Bunny, and then do Hera.
Yeah. Unless we find Fire Rod. Then I think it's TR first. Oh no, not even. One key is still missing. Could be in Hera, something could be on Lava Chest, so yeah, just do Hera first, I think.
And if TR is a pendant, could also mean that maybe the last, the big key and also the last small key can be also in GT.
Yeah, right, and we still don't have a wiki for Turtle Rock. Ah, sorry.
Hello, mid upgrade. Maya small. And a useless map because you already got the information for us.
This is quite an empty mountain so far. Let's see.
Here is the R small number 4.
Yeah, this is good news for Tristanian if now Bicky and Firerod show up on the mountain or in Hera or soon. That means he does not need to go back to Skullwoods to get his fourth small key. But still, could be something in
Lava chest.
in lava chest. Thank you.
And here is the last pot small. But talking about Skullwoods, Tristanian has to go back either way because we need to finish Skullwoods.
Yeah, true. But imagine now on the mountain is the remaining stuff for Turtle Rock. Then he can play and finish the dungeon immediately and has not to come back for it.
Okay, that's also a good point.
So it's just about saving a mountain trip. I could imagine Tristanian maybe will skip Hera basement for getting some time back. Let's see if something is in here.
Would make sense.
Oh, hopefully Tristanian does not enter Turtle Rock. I don't think there is a world, but maybe there is.
Okay, nothing in Hero basement, so if he wants to skip Hero basement, good news for Tristanian.
Yeah, and does not enter Turtle Rock, also good news.
But it's understandable. You're just on the top of Turtle Rock, you got the right medallion, so open the front door and you can enter at any time if you want.
And so far nothing in Hera, so I think we're really narrowed down to Turtle Rock, right?
Looks like, and as we can see next to the magic bar, Hera is a crystal.
You're right. And I suppose Turtle Rock is a crystal as well, having 4 small keys that early. Not necessarily, but yeah, I think it's most likely.
So what dungeons are left? Swarms, Skullwoods, TR. No. We only have seen the first 2 checks on in Swamp. So the small key chest and the map chest.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, but still, this... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
To explain Kabuki is cash boots key sanity with AD. Good question. What do we need for go mode? We need fire rod, we need hook shot, and we need TR and GT big key.
Yeah, and a CT small.
Yeah, of course, I forgot about that.
Okay, the thing here is, telethar is in TR with 4 small keys, and Trystanien only has 3 after. Yeah, now he got his third. Progression could be on lava chest, and there is a world where Trystanien will not open it because he does not want to spend his last small key then. That would be a disaster. Ah, but there's the fire rod. Okay, that is very, very good for Trystanien now.
Now TR and also Skull Woods are beatable.
Now we still don't. No, you got trapped.
Yeah,
A trick.
okay.
Oh, and telethar, you failed the IQ test. Did he? Does it work this way? Oh no, I failed. Sorry, everything is fine. No, holy, everything is good. I just. My primitive brain saw such a pro player make a mistake because I wanted to see that.
It's not a fail, it's the same speed. Oh, that's good to know. And yes, Smile, that's true. Telethar trolled us.
And by the way, I don't see Trystanien skip Hera basement if he hasn't been there yet. No, he wasn't, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, but he's narrowed down. Yeah, so he has not too much left to play, and yeah, this is most likely Hera basement. Okay, lava chest. This is an interesting one. Okay, for nothing. That is good for Trystanien. Yeah, but still, telethar is, let's estimate, 3 to 4 minutes ahead here.
Something like that, I would guess.
Yeah, this is what I meant in the beginning. All dungeon, key sanity, all dungeon is execution heavy, and if you win or lose depends more or less on your execution. And yeah, try to compete with someone like telethar. It's how would you do that? That does not mean he is unbeatable, but it's very hard to get the right play.
Okay, we are not able to enter the back of TR.
Yeah, but this is now Skullwoods. Oh, by the way, now we have the situation that indeed all 3 medallions are hard required.
Yes. Bombers is required for Ice. Ice is required to get Ether and Quake. And Quake is required to reach your Fire Rod. telethar, choose the mode. Another big question, where is the fire rod? Not the fire rod, the hookshot.
Most likely in Swamp.
As always.
Swamp, by the way, way more attractive for telethar now, because Trystanian already has 2 items out.
And now we got the information, the last pennant is Skullwoods.
Oh, that means we get a blind pet pull after this year.
Hopefully.
Yeah, of course, you have all 3 pennants. Why not? You're right in front of the pet. But maybe we get a book here from Mothula. Oh, this was a nice fight. No book. Blind pet pull. Okay, put your hypes in the chat, into the chat.
What is on pet?
Turtle Rock. Yeah!
Nice!
Okay. Right back on the mountain. Here you are.
So double dip TR hard required. And Trystanian did not open lava chest.
Yeah, that's... So that means even if he would forget for the big chest in Skullwoods, everything would be fine. Or is he going back? Oh no, he's doing another save scum here.
That's fair.
Yeah, well... You can, even if you don't know if you're in front or behind, if you're ahead or behind, you can't afford that. You have already walked these ways. Yeah. Maybe I should not assess every single play, but I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, that's true. And Trystanian has to go back to the pokey later on, at least if he does not get the one out of Skullwoods, which cost additional time.
And there is the save scum.
Yeah.
And about re-stealing, yes, he need to re-enter TR, but to get the key back, this is a bit of time waste.
Yeah, but wait, on the other hand, he does, of course... Wait, no. On the other hand, Trystanian wants to make a play, right? Because he knows he's the execution weaker runner. Yeah, and he can, of course, not know that telethar has an additional TR small key, right? Yeah, that means if something is in this chest, he gets an advantage if he does it. And he... Yeah, it's not for sure that telethar does it as well if he only had 3 keys.
And there is a hookshot.
Hope you got my point there. Yeah, hookshot. This is now a full beatable swamp. And this is once again a pretty linear seed, at least from a certain point of the game.
This will mean we are now in item go mode. We are still need a castle small and a GT big to be in complete go mode.
Yeah. Okay, they are
About-
GT big.
Has telethar already beaten Hera?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Also, Scalbos because he pulled the TR big.
Okay, down to city small, and this obviously could be everywhere.
Yes, we know it's not in Castle Hall because we have seen both checks from Trystanien.
We have an out here for Trystanien, and this is city small on left side swamp, and telethar will skip it, maybe?
No, this is not an entrance shuffle.
Yeah, I'm just standing here also aware that he can pull the pet now. Yeah, and that is after that Trystanian back on the mountain and following telethar's path here.
Another good thing is Trystanien collected the last TR small from Scalbos pictures, so this will mean he does not go to the pokey to kill the steal. To steal the key.
Yeah, at least that. Okay, telethar. Left side swamp, yes or no? Can't imagine. Even if you feel at the stronger runner, you... Let's see, I'm quite curious how he decides.
Left side swamp skip or not? Oh, hello, Gabe.
Okay. Is there a world where he goes back for it?
I don't think so because you got GT with 27 checks.
Yeah, and CT with 2 additional checks. And I think rest of the map should be grey.
You also got Pyramid Ferry.
Yeah, Pyramid Ferry. Yeah, the odds are obviously not on left side swamp. Ha! Nice quick kill here. I was these days stunned that that this quick kill is even possible with a Master Sword. Okay, telethar, back to LSS or not? Don't. Give Trystanien an out. Please. Thank you.
The big question, will the Trystanien play left side swamp or not?
Yeah, that one is to decide.
If you're speaking about use bow, yes, he used the bow.
Alright, Hookshot Cave is also there.
Or another bottle, some money, and a compass.
Oh, we already have. Yeah, of course. We are looking for Castle Tower small, not GT small. Big. Right. Was confused for a second. Okay, quick. We can do a CT small key guessing game. 1 to 27. Put your numbers in. Nothing to win, but just for the lulz. I take my number 9 as always. Yeah, not GT, of course, also an option.
Of course, Jet is hoping for left side swamp.
Yeah, or Tile Room, don't know. Yeah, telethar would play Tile Room, I think. But Tile Room is within the numbers, so everything is fine. Yeah, the book is a disgusting fetch quest. 2 more options for the small key. Oh, hopefully Trystanien goes for left side swamp.
Or maybe permanent fairy.
Or that.
Oh, red mail, French vanilla.
Not biased, but who does not like a good plot twist?
We have already seen the rest of the Hookshot Cave. There was just another bottle.
Okay, the basement is almost empty. There is, yeah, okay, there's render room. A bunch of checks are left.
So number 14. This was number 17.
Okay. So, moment of truth, just stand inside. Will he go on left side or not? No, does not look like. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, someone guessed for the big chest.
Flintlock TV, GG's to you.
Yeah, this is now telethar and go mode after 1 hour and 35. So he has a climb to do, he has a CT to do, and igniting the pick. And that's it. So I think we are through here in 10 minutes.
You didn't say a number, but you say the correct place.
Yeah, I don't think we need to be too picky here.
Yes, exactly. He won the CT small location guessing game.
Nice, 0 cycle here on telethar side.
Meanwhile, Trystanien finished his last crystal dungeon.
Oh, telethar magic. Oh, that was close. Okay, calculated, I think. Would the key on LSS, would that even suffice? Telethar wasted about 4 minutes in the basement. Depends.
And also the question, which way will Trystanien go to find his last missing key?
Oh, nice. Telethar here. Oh, okay.
So now just a mirror wait for the last missing dungeon.
Oh, there have been runners forgot that they need to do that, and through that they lost the race. But telethar doesn't, just enters and everything is good.
This remembers me when I was playing a mode which was not clearly declared as AD. Why is Scanner not beatable? Oh, it's an AD? Why did nobody told me that?
Oopsie.
Yes.
Oh, nice threat
Yeah.
here in this room. This was satisfying.
And yes, Kate, this was exactly the same what happened to me.
Yeah, I think it's an additional dimension of being good in render, and this is focusing and concentrating. In addition to routing and execution and knowledge and all this stuff. Just don't make mistakes due to being stupid. It's harder than one might think, I guess. Yeah, and we have to mention exactly that for Trystanien. So he is far behind, but he did not play bad at all. So that he can't compete with Telethar's execution everyone knew before. But I think there has been not a single really big mistake Trystanien did this game. He did his decisions and he did his plays, but no mistakes, I think.
No, it was a good play from both sides. And for Tel, that means GG has already beaten. Now it's time for Castle Tower. And then it's time for some bacon.
Yeah, with this equipment, Ganon is more or less free. Of course, everyone could fall, but yeah, even if. Yeah, there's Trystanien in Go mode as well after 1 hour and 43, 43 minutes. Yeah, climb 4 minutes, Aga 2 1 minute, 5 minutes. Yeah, it's about 10 minutes.
Oh! I was about to say, Ganon has beaten. Final boss is also done, and with an official time of 1:43:19, telethar has finished his feed.
Yeah, GG's telethar. I'm not sure if he will come in for an interview, but I suppose we will see in a second. Maybe he waits for Trystanien to finish. Yeah, and there he is in the celeb room. Will join us in a second. And there he is, GG telethar.
GG's.
GG. That was the seed.
Yeah, what's your take on the seed here?
I mean, I don't think I played great. I died to cold stare, but and I was a little annoyed that I kind of got distracted after getting on the way to deliver purple chest. I was supposed to do hype cave into purple chest into Agina, which would have got me a sword for cold stare, which would have been nice. But otherwise, you know, I don't know. The seed required you to go up the mountain, to go down the mountain, to go up the mountain, to go down the mountain, and I kind of played that correctly, so it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, an additional sword would obviously have favored you. Yeah, dying on Coldstare was not too great, obviously. Yeah, but the thing is, Trystanien did a few plays. He has entered Castle Tower, he has been in Swamp. Obviously, you out-executed him a little bit. Yeah, and this is where the difference comes from. But from some point of the game, it was so linear. So the seed told you exactly what you have to do, and this is just what you and Trystanien as well did.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I more or less last located my flippers, and then you go to pod and you get 7 items, and then you're like, okay, well, I can go clear ice or I can go clear mire and desert, and I chose ice, which like is fine. And then from there, it's, I don't know, like you just do your crystal dungeons for a while, and then you're out of things to do, and then I guess you have a choice of going into Hookless Swamp instead of the mountain? Question mark? I don't really know when I had a reasonable opportunity to do Hookless Swamp. I guess if you get flippers on your first loop through the Dark World, but I wasn't going to do that because I had no Skull Smalls, and I guess you could steal a key. I don't know. It just didn't seem great. Didn't seem worth it.
Yeah, but going into Swamp with the option you have on the mountain, I think it feels more like a last resort, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I had Paradox and Super Bunny and a TR Dip, and Spiral Cave. It just never was. Hookless Swamp wasn't an option. Like, I was considering checking for my 5-6 crystals and Pyramid Fairy into Castle Tower, because I never did. Hobo, Pyramid Fairy, CT1, CT2, and I had that available. And I was like, maybe I should have done that before mountain play, but I was also, surely one of my important items are on the mountain, and then I'll just be done. Like, I'll get the other one, and all will be great. And it kind of turned out to be true. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah. Yeah, but as we know now, there was nothing of importance in Swamp, and so you did pretty much everything correct. Okay, you just mentioned it. You last located the flippers. Trystanien had them a little earlier, but yeah, you have been in pod after that, which was logical now. Have you thought about to go to pod without logical access, because you had your 4 small keys and you had a lamp, and
yeah, I was going to pod regardless. But I mean, yeah. I can't go from the south, so it's yeah, right. That was the point of the route. Is first I went south to Hype Cave, and then after that I go Skull Woods into Graveyard Ledge, into Catfish, into pod.
Okay, now I understand. Yeah.
I didn't have the option of going. I didn't have the option of fake flippering or anything from the south. I didn't have, so it's just like, yeah, I got to go this way.
Yeah, true, makes sense. No, I had in mind that you went to Skullwoods because it was your last logical locations to that point, I think. But of course, if you want to do a kern jump, you have to go over Swamp, and of course, obviously you play that then, right?
Yeah. Okay, I basically split the world along that line of north of Vu and south of Vu, and I did everything I could south of Vu, and then returned back to Dark World and did everything I could north of Vu. And like, something was going to give me progression, and if it turned out to be flippers, which made it real obvious to go to pod. If it was, say, hammer or something, then I probably save and quit and go to pod. But like, Or maybe I just go mountain, actually, to be honest. But either way, like, it's... The decision wasn't going to get made for me. And if I got nothing and, like, I needed to do something stupid to get my progression, then I probably would have just current jumped over and sequence broke pod.
Yeah, and yeah, behind pod was the point after which it went really linear, I think.
Yeah.
So you get everything out. You got ice. You got mire. Yeah, mire after ice. So pretty much everything was in pod.
Ice, mire, desert, thieves were all just full clearable, and then you're like, well, I just have... At that point, I just had mountain and hookless swamp and a couple of one-offs, so I'm just gonna go to the whole mountain. Surely I'll get something. So yeah, there wasn't really an interesting seed.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you know, for O, I think that means pretty much you're through. Yeah, as we all expected. I suppose you're pleased, right?
Yeah, I mean, certainly not unpleased with going 4-0. I don't know why everyone banned cross keys versus me over Kabuki.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. Why would you play that against you?
I mean, I feel like I'm cross keys is more upsettable than all dungeons boots.
Yeah, but, yeah, you're true. You know. Yeah, you're pretty well known for cross keys, but so if I had to make the decision against you, I would actually prefer to ban Kabukis because it's so execution heavy over cross keys. Yeah, you're true. Yeah, you're right. It makes sense. So the lucky factor in cross keys is way higher, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's way lower than, say, casual boots, but like certainly higher than all dungeons key sanity with boots.
Yeah, would agree here. Okay, telethar, do you want to wait for Trystanien, where we don't know if he comes in for an interview? If not, so it's up to you. But if not,
no, he just said he's not. So
okay.
Yeah, okay. He also told when to set up a sequence he is killed, and I assume that he will go to bed now to carry himself.
Yeah, absolutely understandable.
So I now got your GGs ready. Also, Trystanien has finished his siege.
Yeah, GGs to Trystanien. Yeah, telethar, if you want some closing words from you here. No, Phoenix, if you don't have any questions left, sorry, didn't want to skip you here.
No, I don't think so. I guess everything is said. So yeah, I will give the last words to telethar now.
No, I got nothing. Thanks for the restream. GG's to Trystanien.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, from us here, Phoenix, Katis, and Bring a Smile to It, who tracked, and me, the mandatory acknowledgements to everybody for this nice and great entertainment. If you want more rando, there is more on the menu. You can watch in the schedule page you find on Discord or wherever. Yeah, and Phoenix, I think I'm done. And if you want to wrap up stuff, you can do it now.
Yeah, okay, I just will give a little overview for the rest of the night. In round about an hour at 6 p.m., we will have a logical animizer Tywarius versus the Pain on SpeedGaming main. 8:30 p.m. Crosskeys Chemo versus Akir, and for the last of this night we will have an 80 tile swap between Ridley Dragon and F. Corflin. So stay tuned. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Also from my side, a big thanks to Bring a Smile to It and to Kate for tracking, Mahoney to commentate with me. It was a pleasure, and we will see you next time. Good. Yeah, goodbye from my side.